Hello everybody, welcome to In the Kitchen, and I'm going to be sharing a easy, simple, and delicious dinner. Perfect for the summertime or winter, but it's more of a summer recipe. And you can make it in less than 30 minutes, which is something that I always strive for when I am making any meal. Time is of the essence, and meals of 30 minutes or less are my way to go. So the only cooking required in this meal is my actual protein, which is my chicken breast. So I already have here 3 chicken breasts cooked, pan fried. I use a tablespoon of olive oil, and I measure my oils. You want to control your oil. You can also use coconut or any type of cooking spray, which I ran out of, which I normally do use. But olive oil is also a good choice. Just make sure you please control the amount of oil. You are not frying. You just need a little bit for sauteing or for cooking any protein. So I have my chicken going. This is my second batch because a little money-saving tip: your dinner should always be your lunch the next day. So you get 2 meals done, and it's always more cost effective. Ordering out is very expensive. It can be $10 plus, even if you go to a fast food joint. But when you make it yourself, you not only control your ingredients, you control your seasoning, but you're also gonna save yourself a lot of money and time, because now dinner is done for tonight and lunch for tomorrow. So I'm all about multitasking, doing the most and getting the most out of it. So chicken is going. My side is a mix of a carb and a veggie together, and it's this delicious bean recipe. I got it off of a website. I got some ideas. I changed some ingredients because I know what I like and what I don't like. So when you're following a recipe, follow it and find out what you love about it, what you don't love about it, and add things that you like. So I have here 1 can of black beans, drained and rinsed. I have 1 tomato diced. I have 2 celery sticks finely diced, and I have 2 spring onions, which is the green onion. Let me show you. Just because sometimes people don't know what a spring onion is, it can also be called a scallion. And here we go. Spring onion, long thing, has a white part at the end. Little tip to keeping this fresh in your fridge: get a wet piece of paper, wet towel cloth, damp it, wrap the roots of it, and then put it back in your fridge. It helps it stay fresher longer. You could even put it in a cup and put that in your fridge and put the plastic over it, but too tall for my fridge, so I'm not doing that. So I have, again, black beans rinsed. I have tomato diced. I have celery thinly diced, because celery can be a little bit harder. And I have 2 spring onions finely diced. Now you can put anything in here. If you have bell pepper, put bell pepper. If you like red onion, throw in red onion. I put spring onion instead of red onion. Anything you want, any veggie, any salsa, something you would make a salsa with. Jalapenos, perfect in here. So take what you like and make yourself a nice cold bean salad, so you get your veggies and you get a really good carb, because carbs are good for you. So now I'm gonna make the dressing. How do you dress this? I put salt and pepper here, and I controlled my salt and pepper, which is very important. And now I'm gonna take 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now these beans, you're thinking 3 tablespoons, oh my God. I measure, use your spoon, don't just eyeball it. It's going to make over 4 servings. So 3 tablespoons isn't a huge amount, and I'm making sure I don't overfill the spoon, so it's probably a little bit less than 3 tablespoons. Now you're going to take 2 tablespoons of mustard. Now I like spicy mustard, so I use spicy. You can use Dijon, or you can use regular mustard, whatever you like. And you use 2 tablespoons of that. Now mustard, it's not bad for you at all, so if you go a little bit more, that's okay. The only thing is it's strong. So you want to just put a little bit, add a little bit more later if you want a little bit more of that flavor. But it can be overpowering, so just be careful. Now I'm just watching my chicken because I have 2 thin slices and 1 thicker slice, so it's going to cook at different times. So my thin slice here is ready. There we go. So I'm just going to take this out real quick. And see, while you're cooking your meat, you make your side. Double multitasking here. So this needs a little bit longer. And then I have a really thick one here. Okay. That touched raw chicken, so that goes into the sink. Now, the last, almost done, white wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon. Oh, it's a brand new bottle, gotta open it. There we go. So 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. If you don't like white wine vinegar, use any kind of acid, lemon, lime. I'm actually really big in lemon and lime. but I'm using white wine vinegar here. But you can use lemon lime, you can use red wine vinegar. I wouldn't use balsamic because I feel like balsamic and beans don't go together. And this recipe I'm trying out calls for a little bit of sugar. So I actually have these sugar packets. This is for guests. Because I actually don't put sugar in my coffee. I drink my coffee black. But luckily, I have a box for guests when I do have like barbecues and stuff. I'm not even going to use the whole pack because I don't really care for sweet. Now I'm following the recipe, but I will change this vinaigrette to something more that I like if I don't care for the sweetness. But I got a lot of mustard in here. I got a nice little acid from the white wine vinegar. So a little bit of sweet actually will work for this. But I'm not going to put the whole packet like it calls for. I only put half because I don't want that much. So now I'm just going to whisk away. And actually, this is a really good dressing for a cold pasta salad. So instead of bean, if the carb was a whole wheat pasta, same concept. Take the beans out, use the whole wheat pasta, use the same dressing, same veggies, or mix up the veggies, whatever you got in the fridge. At the end of the week, I like to see what veggies I have left over, like half a tomato or a whole tomato, some cucumber, whatever's left over, and then you get pasta, make it, put it in the fridge to cool, and then make a dressing, and you have a nice cold, fresh pasta salad. Which is great with anything, steak, chicken, pork, you name it, shrimp. You throw the shrimp in there and you have a one bowl meal. So here we go, it is all mixed up. So now I'm just gonna dump it over my beans and my veggies. And this is another trick that I like to use that I'm gonna show you. I'm going to lightly toss it. I put it in this plastic container because watch. I'm just gonna toss it around a little bit, get everything together. And then, okay, lightly tossed. You really want to get the dressing. And this is for any salad that you make. Close the container and shake it. Everything gets distributed. The salad dressing gets everywhere. I do this with salads all the time. I put my salads in a container that has a lid to it instead of a bowl. Because you know when you're trying to mix it in a bowl, everything goes everywhere and then you make a big mess. I do. So I put them in my plastic containers with the cover, and then I just shake. This gets the dressing on everything because I don't like a lot of dressing. I don't like glops of it. So I only use a little bit, and I need help distributing it everywhere. So that's my way. And now I'm gonna taste it for flavor, make sure there's enough salt, because I like to add salt little by little so I don't over salt. Oh shit, that's good. Oh yeah. Oh, one thing it needs, best for last. I love cilantro. It's my fave. If you don't care for it, use parsley. You don't even have to put it at all. But the recipe called for parsley, and I'm like, cilantro. Gives it that brightness, that freshness. I love it. But you either love or hate cilantro. So if you don't like it, don't use it. Use parsley. Don't use anything at all. You don't have to put this herb. I've just learned over time with cooking, trying recipes, following them as is, and then making changes as I go. Unless there's something in there that I absolutely know I don't like, I will follow the recipe to the T, and then I'll make the changes that I want and even get ideas for changing that recipe into something different. So I'm going to take my cilantro here, dice it. There we go. Now I'm going to add my cilantro. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Just that brightness and that freshness that this bean salad needs. So now, to mix the cilantro, again, cover up my container. Make sure it's closed because I don't want to mess all over my kitchen. I've done that before too. Make sure you close your lid. Shake it. So now the cilantro is going to get everywhere. Now you can already eat this if you're making it and you're about to eat dinner. But if you can make this ahead of time, this is a perfect meal prep. Shake it all up, get it mixed. Put it in your fridge. Imagine this cold, fresh. Oh, on a perfect hot day like today, amazing. So there it goes. It's in the fridge. My side is done. Now, because I like to add a little bit more veggie, my last tip is throw in some spring mix or throw it on top of the spring mix. Add some spinach into it to give you more of a green because veggies it's most important. And, or any, salad. Just don't do iceberg because iceberg is just water. There's no purpose to it. Now I'm gonna finish my chicken and I'm gonna give you one last tip. In this pan, oh, it got a little burnt. Lower this flame. Okay, so let me swap the camera. When you're making any kind of protein in a pan, you're gonna get those brown bits. That is what I call Flavor Town. If I had a veg stew right now, like string beans or onions and peppers already cut up and diced for a stir fry, I would dump them in this pan when the chicken is done, and I would add some water, and I would salt and pepper it, season my veggies as is, and mix it with all these brown bits, because that's flavor. So you're getting flavor on top of flavor, and you're using what you have already, and adding that into your vegetables, which make your veggies taste great. Which most times people don't like veggies because they think they taste nasty. Well, season them the way you like. So let me switch this camera. See those brown bits? That is Flavor Town. So when this chicken is done, I would take it out. I would throw in my vegetable. I would season it, throw in some water so it loosens up. You need a liquid. It can be a vinegar. It can be water. It can be a little bit more oil. Chicken broth is perfect, or beef broth if it's a beef. And then you just go away with a spoon and get those brown bits lifted up, which come up really fast with the liquid and high heat. And then boom, your veggies are stir-fried, and they have a wonderful flavor. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen for this easy, simple, delicious meal. Tune in next time for my next episode.